I like how we made it interesting there at the end.
Yeah, I did that on purpose.
Good job, guys.
Oh, dude, free ball.
There's one ball up here.
Free ball, bud.
That's theirs.
God damn it.
Okay.
Got me.
Bring it in tight. Bring it tight.
All right, boys. That was rough, Coach. That was
Sketch it up.
Dude, you middies, you worked the bus off.
The thing about this team is they make you pay if they get the ball. If they get the ball and if they get man up, they make you pay. So if you aren't getting the calls, which we can't control, or you're getting penalties, which we can control, and we did a combination of both. Okay, if we lost that game, yes, part of me would say at the end of the game we got a few calls that weren't so good, but the other part of me would look at the book and say, how many penalties did we have? How many stupid plays did we have? How many missed ground balls did we have? Okay, so we can improve. We played okay today. We did not play our best game. We just didn't. I've seen you play better. Yeah, second half was a good half for sure. I mean, second half was a slip from the first half. Yeah, I've seen that happen before. You know, it's almost like you're this balloon that's inflated and you're going good and you're waiting to fly in the sky, and then somebody keeps opening you up and sucking the wind out of you. And it's just kind of, you do this, and then all of a sudden you're on your knees and it's like, when the hell's this going to stop? Well, you know what? It stopped because we stopped it. Because we kept possession, we controlled the ball. We should have had another goal at the end. And I wanted to put it down and throw. But that didn't happen. And we won in regulation, which we really needed to do, because you take a team like this to OT on their home turf, with the momentum going their way, the calls going their way, very tough to recover from. Not to say we couldn't have won it, but I'm just glad we got it done in regulation. Now, FYI, back in 2010, 2011, I don't know those of you guys who follow laxpower.com, but we were ranked 4th in the state at the end of the year. We lost to Santa Rosa twice. There were only 2 losses. However, I'm sorry, it was 2011. We faced South Valley at the tournament down here, when there still was a tournament in the Bay Area, and they beat us 6-5. It was a bitter game. Same coach, a lot of yelling, a lot of chippiness, a lot of fan interaction. You had that here today, right? Okay. Not a very friendly crowd for us to play in front of it today. Not at all. But we played the rest of the season with heart, and we got in the playoffs. And who did we come up with in the first round of the playoffs? South Valley. Played them out this way because they had a better seed, and they had beaten us head to head, and we beat them 8-4. Okay, so you know that different days with the same 2 teams can yield different results. Okay, we've seen that in our own play with some teams we've beaten, like Friday night, when all of a sudden we're in a 2-goal game in the first half. With a team we beat by 16 goals the time before. Somebody explain that to me. Well, we're not playing our game. And they're having the hell of a game, and they have one other good midi who accounts for 2 or 3 goals, and he will every game because he's got a cannon. That being said, don't let your heads get swollen, because they're going to want to do to us just what we did to them several years ago. We won the regular season game, and then we beat them with not a great margin, but 8-4 in the playoffs and went on. Okay, so this may very well be a team we see down the road, and they want it. And you know what? So do I. So do I. So I think there's a lot of things that we can do differently to make the outcome of this game more in our favor. We need to be able to control games when we get ahead. We let that slip from us. Some poor defensive play. We really need to work on our communication down low. You know, you learn that when teams like this, when you play teams like this, because they make you pay every time. They don't miss when they get a guy on the pipe. So we need to be much tighter on our communication and our slides, and we have to continue to see the ball. We can never turn our heads away from the ball against these guys because they don't hold it. It's 2 passes down the line already if you rotate your head. You have to be on a swivel. And I saw too many of our players tonight, as the ball was top right, and they're looking for their guy, they're like this. Well, it's no longer top right, fellas. It's already down on the wing and at X, and they're feeding your guy as you're trying to find the ball. Suddenly it goes back to your guy. So you really need to have your head on a swivel. Defensively, stop the ball, which we did a pretty good job of tonight. I don't remember anyone really running up the gut and scoring on us. Did it happen? No. All of them were assisted goals or backside goals or outside cranks. So they didn't run up the gut on us, which was good. So we stopped the ball. But the problem is we're stopping the ball, but we're not turning ball side. The ball goes that way, and we're still worried about our guy that's 25 feet from the cage. We have to turn ball side, keep our stick in the passing lane, and keep our head swiveling. As far as I know, none of you guys have degenerative arthritis of the cervical spine. I treat it all the time, but you don't have it yet. So you should be able to swivel your head pretty quickly. If you were 90, I'd give you a break. Maybe I'd give you a steroid injection, and then I'd ask you to swivel your head quickly. But instead, swivel your head quickly. That go right over your heads?
No,
Or are you just so hypoglycemic you could care less what I'm saying right now? A little bit. All right. So listen, low blood sugar. So what I need from you guys is discipline in the third and fourth quarter, and that's when it counts, because when you get fatigued, that's the first thing to go. You lose your discipline. That's when you need to take it back inside and be even more disciplined, because you may not have the same burst of energy to get where you need to be, which means you need to be in the spot that you're supposed to be to start with, and that starts in here. Just like life. Everything starts in here. You can have all the muscle in the world, all the skill in the world, but if you don't have the brains, if you don't have the lax IQ, if you don't have the teamsmanship to know where you're supposed to be and when you're supposed to be there, then you're not playing as a team. And we had many breakdowns tonight. This is a film I definitely will have to review because, again, like I said, we'll probably see these guys at some point. All right? But overall, I think compared to the team I saw Friday night, you were hungry tonight. You came out. You may not have played the best lacrosse, but you played your hearts out. You didn't give up. And a team who's very, very formative. They're not 8-0 for nothing, fellas. They don't come in here 8-0 because they suck. They're a very good team. And they're coached very well. So this is a very nice win. This is our nicest win. And I'm extremely proud of every one of you. As you were living and dying on the field, so was I. As the game was slipping through our fingers, I was trying to hold that rope as tight as I could with you guys. And you know what? We had just enough to get there. And you know what? That's all that matters. It's a W. It's a 1-goal W. Would have been nice 4 or 5, but it's a win. Gold Country now has beat the South Valley. Let's do it again in the playoffs. Before then, we have a lot of business to take care of. We have a lot of games coming up that should be wins. Teams we're better than. Teams that can play with us if we don't play our game. So we knock the dominoes down one at a time. So at the end, we can take care of business. Okay? Any injuries I need to know about? Yeah, you stuffed him pretty good. Yeah, I can't say how proud I am, and I know that your wrist is hurting, so ice, ibuprofen, that kind of stuff. They didn't let you have your game tonight like you like, right? They shut you down, but then when you found your moment and you got that ball at X, I could just see the fire in your eye. There was nobody stopping you rolling that cage, and that's what we needed. Baby Joe running right up the gut, burying stuff.
Joe, how many do you have? Two or three?
He always looks like he has more. Well, he hit that pipe down there that I think two palm trees on the top, that's where it stopped. I'm pretty sure it bounced that high. That was a rip. That would have ripped the net. But I mean, to a man, defensively, these guys really are tough to play. They move, and when they catch, they shoot. I mean, they are quick release type shooters. They're in the right spots, and they've got good releases. You guys did an excellent job down low. We're going to do even better with communication. It's not individually that anyone played bad. It's collectively as a team, our slide package needs to be quicker and more intuitive, and we need to work on that. Dylan in the goal again. I don't know what to say. Keep coming on. But really, there were several inside looks that they had that he just stuffed. And, you know, in a 1-goal game, that's the difference, right? That's the difference. Yeah, well, very nail-biting for all of us, okay? Attack, I thought you guys did a good job moving the ball. I think as far as our matchups, attack to their D, we win that matchup. We need to press that a little bit more next time. We need to exploit that a little bit more because I think you guys are better, and we didn't run enough attack plays for you guys, and we'll get that. Peter, great job on the faceoffs. He's pretty good. He's pretty good.
Nice job, Pete.
I knew he would be pretty good. Yeah, but that's the key. We still get the majority possessions. And in this game, again, a 1-goal game, you drop from a 70% faceoff to a 30. You're on the flip side. That's the game. Honestly, it's very often won and lost at the faceoff X. And good help from the wings too, because the ball was down in the middle a lot. Again, character building game because we didn't see the calls at the end that we would like to have. Just stuff.
I think at the very, very, very end, we saw some good calls.
Yeah, it swung back.
Sure.
Well, they were pretty easy. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
the 6'6"
Exactly.
monster put Mason in his hip pocket. I mean, you know, and the 6'6" guy got hurt. So, you know, it's the way that rolls. So, all right, fellas, parents, thank you for the drive down. I know it's a long drive for everybody.
Just got something to say real quick.
Yes, Coach.
So Chico, because they have the prom on April 11th, they're asking us to change. The only time we really have a chance to do that is next Saturday.
No.
And I would, so I'm asking right now, I don't particularly want to do it, but I want to find out if, not if you guys want to, but will you be here?
I won't be able to play.
Derek's not here, we're not playing.
Derek's having his wisdom teeth out.
There it is.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Thank you, Coach.
Playing that one good.
Can I borrow your jersey? We're ready.
That's it, thank you, Coach.
I know. The only issue with that is we really would still like to play Chico, so we'll work behind the scenes, but I didn't think that weekend was going to work. I don't know what's going to happen with Chico. The NCJLA rules say you
Why
have to
can't they
play.
just not go to the prom?
You have to play 10 games.
Played like 4 games. 3.
They only have 9 right now, and if they lose us, that's 8. So it doesn't even qualify for the playoffs.
Actually, they had another game canceled. They canceled Oakland, so if they lose us, it's all set.
They don't want to play. They don't deserve to go to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Obviously, for selfish reasons, I'd like to play them and make sure they know we're the better team. I don't think we had a very good game that game. I know exactly what we need to do differently to win against them.
It'd be nice to have a break.
All right, well, that's that. We'll deal with the logistics of it. All right, very good game today, fellas. Clap it up. Break it down, break it down.
Everybody sniff each other's arms.
Hey, let's go. Stampede on 3. 1, 2, 3. Stampede!